Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel today, and we're back for another Walking Dead Season 4 video here today. And today, my friends, we're going to be talking about the top 5 most likely returning characters in my opinion. I have done a list before talking about top 5 characters I would like to see, as well as talking about every single character, but this is now a likely list based on what we've heard, and this can go from Season 1, 2, and 3. I'm not going to try and keep all the characters from, from Season 3 or Season 2 or Season 1. I'm going to try to mix in between every single season, probably have a character from each. So this is, again, in my opinion, the top 5 most likely returning characters for the final season. Obviously, if you did miss all the information we got from the reveal this week, the screenshots, the new characters that are coming in, those videos will be in the card on the top right, and the end panels in the video, as well as the live stream of my reaction to it. That'll be linked down below in the description. So guys, before we start this video, if you leave a like, hit that sub button, and hit that notification bell, as well as comment me down your top 5 list that you think of likely returning characters will be. Remember this, I'm going to try to mix this from every single season. So, like I said again, if you missed my other list, those will be in the card, as well as the other videos we had from this week from the reveal. Remember, no information on terms of the release date or trailer. I'll probably have a video this week describing when we might be getting something around the trailer or that when it happens. So, let's get straight into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. So my number 5 spot for most likely returning character would be my man Jesus. And how likely is it that Jesus will return is that, remember, he's not indeterminate. He has been in past season, Walking Dead Season 3. He's a comic book character, so he's still alive, no matter what. He's not been killed off, even with a time skip. And that he's part of the kingdom. So if the kingdom is a part of the Walking Dead Season 4, is that we could see Jesus back with his fellow riders again. And remember, he had talked with Javier about becoming the leader of Richmond. So is it likely we could see him again at Richmond? Maybe. Or even seeing him eventually again somewhere off. Remember, Clementine has left the Richmond. And remember, Season 4 where we're starting off in the boarding school. This is not Richmond. So potentially we could see Jesus maybe sometime around the middle of Season 4. It would be so nice to see him again because, like I said, comic book characters are really nice to be put in with this game. And seeing Jesus again would, fulfill some of the promises Telltale made with comic book characters. I've also had people mention Negan, Ezekiel, some of the other comic book characters that they'd like to maybe bring in with Season 4. So that's my number 5 spot. Remember, Jesus is non-determinate and he is alive. So, I mean, how likely is it that we're going to see him? I give it an 8 out of 10. Because, like I said, Telltale can easily just bring him back in with some fight if there is some big battle between the new faction group and the in Clementine and the group in Season 4. So that's my number 5 spot. On to number 4. Number 4 is Joan / Clint, and this is a double character one I'm doing here because, like I said, they can be both put in the same boat. And we remember how Joan and Clint's story ended is at the end of episode 4 of Season 3, we had the option of either shooting Joan or taking the plan. Shooting Joan ended up with her dying and Clint escaping, and taking the plan ended up with Clint getting shot by David and Joan escaping. We had no scenes with them in episode 5 / any pictures of them. All we had again at the end was the board with the picture of either Joan / Clint, the one that had died, and the other one escaped. So there's an interesting theory that one of my viewers have brought up, even myself, have inquired with in terms of Kate being missing. In one of the endings of Season 3, Episode 5, Kate ended up being missing. And I thought to myself, what if the remaining between Joan and Clint had kidnapped Kate and brought them over to another settlement somewhere? Would that have been interesting or not? I think is a big thing. Also, Telltale had talked about this in the AMA, where they had brought up before saying, someone had asked Alyssa, remember from the AMA in the summer, last year, they talked about the New Frontier AMA where they talk about stuff about Season 4. I don't know if any of this has changed, obviously, but someone had asked, I know you probably can't say anything regarding this, but I and many others really hope Joan / Clint were completely forgotten by you guys since they weren't in Episode 5 at all. It would be such a waste not to see them again. Alyssa, remember, she's from Telltale Games, and she had stated they are not forgotten. The decision that Javi made in Episode 4 will have long-term consequences. So, this decision Javier made, I believe, will cause one of 3 things. A ripple in how we meet the enemies in Season 4 / who's going to be there. The leader, possibly. if Joan and Clint Slash is a determinate leader or a mini villain in essence. But remember, they are determined, so they won't make a huge impact, but only one of them's alive, remember. So we're only going to see one of them for sure. And this will basically, I think, entitle us to know that I think we're going to either get them, we're going to see them, or going to see some kind of impact that they had done in Season 4 with either another villain group or just meeting them in the road. But that Kate missing choice is huge, I think. You know, remember, it's only one of the endings, but it could make some really interesting dialogue and ripple if we find out that they had kidnapped Kate. Alright, but that is for Joan and Clint. Please give me, again, I give them 9.3 out of 10 since we do have confirmation from Telltale from the AMA that that choice Javier will make an impact based on Joan and Clint. So, on to number 3. Number 3 to me is Molly. And why do I think Molly is a likely returning character in Season 4 is that Molly, remember, despite all the choices and what people had thought, she is a non-determinate character, for one. 2, we didn't get a lot of backstory on her, so it'd be nice, you know, that they complete her arc maybe and we get some more information about her if we meet her again. And 3, she can survive. So obviously, we put those 3 facts together. Also the fact, even though some players, she does get shot in one of the determinant choices in Season 1, Episode 4, she ends up getting away, and we never see her actually die. So that door is open for Molly to return. The fact that, you know, I see her as a badass, and there's, you know, there's few things in this world that could kill her. She'd have to be put in a really, really shitty situation, I think, in my opinion, for her to die. So if that door opens up, and if Molly, you know, didn't run into anything bad, and that choice where she got shot didn't really, you know, escalate to her, like, really dying or anything, I think it's very likely we're going to see her. If any of these Season 3, you know, Season 2 characters don't make an appearance, Molly, Lily, Krista, those are like 3 names that everyone keeps bringing up. They're the ones from Season 1 that everyone thinks, you know, maybe we'll see at least one of them. So, my friends, what do you think the chances are of seeing Molly in Season 4? I think we got an 8, 7. If we don't see Krista / Lily, it's almost a 10 out of 10, without a doubt, because I think we're gonna get some kind of Season 1 character to fill in some gaps. You know, maybe bring back the Fields train with Lee and all that, relive the memories, you know, through dialogue. So we'll see. But on to number 2. Number 2 to me is Krista. And the reason why I think Krista is likely to return is that there's so much that Telltale has built up of Krista's character arc that I think they need to finish off in Season 4. Remember, we had lost her in Season 2 in one of the most, you know, after losing Omid, a time skip later, her running into scavengers and we hear a gunshot. Many people believe this gunshot killed Krista, but I don't think it did. And I've had some people tell me Mike's voice actor did an interview discussing this, and he had mentioned that this, you know, this gunshot did not hit Krista. And then Telltale staff many times have been asked, have you guys forgotten about Krista? And they say, no, we have not. Job J has mentioned this before when he used to work at Telltale. A lot of stuff was mentioned in that, and it's falsely the fact that they build up her, you know, us finding her in Season 2, even rumored for us to find her in Season 3. We were supposed to, you know, they were supposed to maybe he be here at Wellington. Is Krista here? And, you know, Edith responds saying no. I mean, this, and they can build so much off Krista's character. We could have her as another, you know, remember, we're with a group, we're in Season 4 now, we have found out we are with a group of people Clem's similar age, mostly teenagers. Remember Clementine with the time skip? You know, this group that we're going to be having of main characters is going to be mostly teens instead of just having our usual group of adults. It'd be nice to have an adult or two with this group, so why not Krista? Why not Krista? She has taken care of Clementine before in the past, and she definitely could do it again if we end up running into her. Remember, she was going north to Wellington, so we really don't know where her location is if she ended up surviving that fight with the scavengers. But they had mentioned, though, that seeing her again is a very likely circumstance, and I hope to God Telltale will, you know, deliver on this choice and, you know, hopefully give us Krista back and, you know, have some time with her like we had gotten with Kenny in Season 2. And, you know, we get to talk about the past as well, like I said with Molly and relive some of those memories. But that is number 2. We're on to number 1. Here we go. And number 1 would be the Garcia family / Javier, Kate, David, and Gabe. So we remember that this family was the main aspect of Season 3. And why would they not return? That's the crazy thing people would think. So Javier is our main playable character in Season 3, and we obviously know that with him, the determinate choice with talking to Jesus and him being the leader of Richmond and all that, that is going to come back. And remember in the AMA again, like I had mentioned earlier in this video, this AMA brought up that question again. Will we see the Garcias? And they said, we have not forgotten about the Garcias. They will return. We are definitely getting the Garcias back. I don't know about the determinate ones, and that's why I'm putting them in with Kate, Gabe, and David. We will definitely, though, see Javier, I'm pretty sure, again, if not any other ones, because a time skip makes it likely that those determinate characters could have died. But I believe in Season 4, at some point, we will return back to Richmond, and we will see Javier either leading Richmond, depending on our choice we talk with Jesus, or being a key aspect of it, or even leaving Richmond as a result of our audio dialogue with Jesus. But we're definitely going to see Javier again. And it was even brought up, what about Javier? And they talked about the Garcias in the reveal live stream, and they didn't confirm that they are coming back in the reveal live stream, but what they've said in the AMA before gives me confidence that we're going to definitely see them again. I don't know in what way we're going to see Kate, Gabe, or David. Some people think Gabe will be with Clementine and Gabe together. I don't know about that. That seems very unlikely, with Gabe being determinate. Kate, with her being missing in one of the endings, and in the other 2 or 3 being alive, or in the other 2 being alive, in one being missing, and one being a walker. I think 3 out of 4 endings, she's definitely somehow still alive. It's very possible for her. David only being alive in one of the endings, though, that brings up some interesting, stuff with David. I don't know how we're, with most of the endings of people not having David alive. That would be really, interesting to see if we can maybe have him back, if choices matter and we're able to, get one of those returning characters back in Season 4. But all these characters, I think we're gonna end up meeting in Richmond, or in some, group that we run into, because obviously Javier, he wants to keep his family safe at the end of the day, and whatever ones he has remaining, either whether that be in Richmond or in some other area, we will definitely, I think, run into Javier again. I think I give this a 10 out of 10. There is no doubt in my mind we will see Javier and, these determinate characters maybe in Season 4. So that is it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe if you are new, guys. We're only a couple months away from the first trailer / release date of Season 4. If you did miss the reveal live stream, make sure to check that out. If you guys did enjoy, again, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Give me your top 5 list down below as well. And I'll make sure to, again, be pumping out videos still. Maybe not as much, but I will see y'all next video. Peace and love.